Hello everyone, what we have here is the WL Toys V977 Brushless 6-channel 3D micro helicopter. I want to call this about a 110 size since it's got an extended tail boom from the V922. Probably helps with keeping the stress off of the tail motor. Everything here is what it comes with. It came with 2 spare blades, a screwdriver, an Allen wrench, an extra tail blade. This extra screw was actually against the magnets on the inside of the motor, just underneath actually. I had to pull that out before I ran it for the first time. Don't think others will have that issue. Someone may have just dropped it and the magnets grabbed it on its way down. No harm, no foul. The transmitter is rather nice, rather well done. Includes a throttle hold switch, idle up switch, 3D. Has a 3D mode, meaning there is no hover assist. It has a 6G mode, which will actually auto level the helicopter. Can be a good thing for beginners. It actually is a nice thing. Only issue being it could cause people to trust the helicopter to do it for them when they go into 3D mode, which once you're in 3D mode, you have to do it yourself. The way you can tell how you're in the 3D mode, this light here is solid when it's in auto level. Press that button, now flashing. That means you have to level the helicopter yourself, or else you're going to test gravity. Dual rates, high and low. Digital trims, tells you what mode you're in. This can go through mode 1 to 4, which is nice. Hover debugging, be on a flat surface, press and hold this button. Screen flashes, release it. Now you're ready to hover perfectly from whatever surface you had it on. Also, the back of this transmitter has like a matte gray or black, and it's actually almost sticky. I wouldn't call it that, it'd just make it harder to drop the transmitter itself. Another nice feature about the throttle hold is, let's slide everything out of the way. If, let's say for instance, you are running the helicopter and you have to use the throttle hold for some reason, and right now, throttle hold, and we still have throttle, and you accidentally flip that throttle hold, nothing. That is a fantastic feature. So right now, throttle hold is off. And you can see, even though throttle hold is off, there it is, off, I can move around the throttle and the helicopter does not lift. You actually have to return your throttle to 0 and then it'll power itself up. So that is a nice feature, as if you accidentally flip your throttle hold and you have power, it's not going to spool up. Fantastic, because my full-size helicopter won't do that. Speaking of full-size helicopter, let's do a size comparison. So here we have a 450 helicopter and our V977. So you can see it's about a quarter of the size, maybe even less, which is good for tight spaces. Even indoor, if you're proficient, wouldn't recommend it. I don't even fly it indoor, and I feel fairly comfortable doing normal flying. I haven't 3D'd anything with this yet, but it's definitely sensitive enough for 3D. I could see this easily doing TikToks, rolls, loops, pirouettes, all of it. Now for the guts. Here's our control board. ESC. And then our brushless motor. It even has WL engraved on it. This helicopter also features rotary servos, which is fantastic compared to linear. I just prefer those. Landing skids are rather, well, tough. I've hit the throttle hold thinking I was going to crash, and it just lands on the skids just fine. So I think this will be a rather tough helicopter. I highly recommend it. For a first collective pitch, this would be it. Not the helicopter you saw previously. That was my first collective pitch helicopter. That thing costs me $40 to $100 every time it hits the ground. This has already hit the ground twice, and this is the original set of blades, and they don't even have a chip on either of them. So I highly recommend this helicopter to anybody. Now that we have the throttle hold on, forward, back, left, right, full throttle, closed throttle. Let's go into 3D. Idle up. It's full negative pitch, positive throttle, negative throttle, neutral, 50% throttle, left, right, forward elevator, down elevator. And that's it. Like I said, I highly recommend this. I actually don't really have any negative thoughts about it. Yes, it does have a brush tail, but for the price, you get a lot of helicopter. The box it came in was really cool. It has a specific box for each thing, one for the transmitter, one for the helicopter, and one for your accessories. And it took no damage in shipping. All the corners have a little bit of crush, but not much, compared to the V977 box I recently received that had heavy damage to it. So if Banggood decides to ship these in their original boxes, they will be safe. On that note, next up is the Maiden flight footage. That is my very first flight with it, the night I got it. Have a wonderful day, and please leave any comments or constructive criticism.
Right.